Hi, good morning and welcome to another Night Rider video of my dashboard this time. So I burned one of the MP3 player like I told you guys before, and I just got from Night Rider World a new board. Let me show you the old one. So this is the MP3 player, and this is the part that actually burned out. I can't be too loud because my wife is working in her office, and I'm off from work today. So I took the opportunity to replace this board. I have to peel out the red covers here and the other covers that will go right here and there. There you go. So this board still work. I'm gonna keep it as a spare. I'm gonna give it to my friend who's an electronic guy to see if he can replace that MP3 player that burned. And they tell you be careful not to connect it with anything else, otherwise you will burn it. And that's what I did. I'll burn it. So give me 1 second. So I got the new part from Night Rider World in Italy. Thank you, Giuseppe. He's always so good, so really fast. And I also ordered the correct buttons for the Switchpod. So here they are, and I tell you, I can't wait. Left and right turbo boost. I'm hoping that they come with an actual MP3 voice. I mean, you can change it in there. For right now, I'm gonna put it in and then change it later on. The great thing about this is this actually feel. So this is the updated ones from Night Rider World ZA Electronica. And let me show you another one. And this is just half of it. Remember, I took off the other part. Look how big they are. They're huge. So when I call Giuseppe and say, hey, do you remember? I have a board from 2004, 2003. Do you think that I'd be able to fix it? And he said, absolutely not. Those boards were so big, and you can tell the difference. Look at that. And this is just half. Remember, I have the other half that goes back here with the heat disperser. So now, since I fixed the dashboard and the MP3 player, now I'm gonna install this. Okay, apparently I'm gonna have to cut a little bit more so I can just a tiny bit, just so the lights on top can fit right there. So we're talking about maybe half a centimeter on top. And so I'm gonna shave down a little bit more, and then I'm going to secure it in place. All right, now that we established the difference of these old buttons and replace it with the new ones, I have the cable. Let me put this out of the way. I have the cable that actually comes with it, and here's instructions you can print out from Night Rider World. Tells you exactly what to do. And what I'm using to, as you can tell, this is, I had to open it up a little bit more. This is the Switchpod housing from KITT Custom from Mexico, and I have to just cut it up a little, the opening, just a tad more, not much. He was almost dead on, so it can fit, the buttons fit perfectly nice. So I don't want to put a screw in it because I don't want it to show anything. So what I did is I'm gonna have these foamies, right, where some the equipment came in, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it to size, right, and that's what I did with the right one. I'm gonna cut it to size and fit it in there. So we gotta take, there we go. Eye view, perfect. As you can tell, it will fit. Hopefully you can see me. So here we are. It fits right. I want to make sure that everything is good to go, that the buttons are where it's supposed to be before we put it in there. Okay, nice and tight. This one is right there. Perfect. And it's not going to create too much pressure, just enough so when you press the buttons, it will move. Voila. So now you can see everything is good to go. The buttons are there, they will move. Not too tight, it's just a nice double push, and when you're driving the car, it won't vibrate, it won't squeak at all. So that's what I did for this area. I'm not a good, I wish I wouldn't cut too much on this side. You can see very little, but it's something that I will notice. I don't know if everybody else will notice. So now we're gonna put the screws in. Okay, the second screw. Okay, now we got our switch pot, and like I said, I cut it just a little too much on top with my Dremel tool. This one seems a lot better where the turbo boost is at, which I'm pretty sure that most of the people are gonna be interested in the turbo boost sound. Like I said, I haven't connected it yet. I have a little speaker so I can test it on with my 12-volt battery, and we'll see. The buttons are nice, they fit perfectly, nice push click and accurate. All right, now I gotta attach this to the voice box and actually screw it. I actually want to drill a hole on this side so I can get it good. We're gonna see which hole I can drill. I know I got one already done for one side. I just got to do the other one for the other side. Okay, the moment of truth now. I connected my everything up. I have the Essence tie bar right now. I plugged it into my 12-volt battery. I have this little speaker, which is what they tell you to do, a tiny speaker, but it's small, so with the car running, you can't hardly hear it. This time I make sure that I actually put the right label on the right cable so I don't mess it up. But I'm kind of concerned, you know what I mean, because it's scary. You don't want to mess it up. So here goes nothing. I'm sorry, it's on the other side. The buttons will light up. Yes, so the MP3 player works.
I am the voice of Night Industry 2000.
Let me see if I can move it.
KITT for easy reference. A KITT if you prefer.
Up. So there we go. So it lights up. The buttons light up. I guess I gotta program the buttons so when I press a button, lights up the red light. You see when they press. So the buttons are connected correctly. The new dashboard is good to go. Everything seems great. I just have to install the dash back into the car, and then when I get a chance, I'm gonna sit down and start programming what the buttons do. All right, now take this behemoth back to the car and connect all the cables again. Okay, if it's not one thing, it's another. But I hooked it all up. Let's see, this time hopefully I don't burn the MP3 player by plugging it into the wrong thing. You got to be careful if you had your voice box connected to whatchamacallit, the radio, right? Giuseppe actually has one connection that radio that he has is actually perfect for this KITT thing, right? For the dashboard. Like a jack, as I was I don't know how it came off, and then I switched out the cables by accident, and that will definitely burn your MP3 player. So let's see how it does. Oh,
I am the voice of Night Industry 2000's microprocessor, KITT for easy reference, a KITT if you prefer.
all right, so KITT got his voice back. I wish I have a powerful enough microphone where I can have a microphone where the voice box will actually go on with everything. So as you see, all my dashboard, my lights, everything works now. Sorry for the glare. I'm trying to shoot it up so I don't see the glare. As you can see, once you press the button, the red light comes on, right? So it's perfect. At least the buttons work. So now what I have to do is download the program so I can actually whatchamacallit, so I can make the sound effects as I'm pressing these buttons, right? I can put one like eject left, eject right, one for each buttons. I decided to go with the season 1 or the whatchamacallit, the pilot episode buttons, which is the originals, which some of them make no sense, like 6 RM, 7 DLA. Unless you guys know what those means, please let me know what they actually mean. Like PM, ping, I don't know. So I know the auto roof, eject right. So all these buttons work, and here's the turbo boost. I'm gonna have to now download the program to set up the buttons to play a specific MP3, so it will make the sound effects. But so far so good. When I press the pursue button, I can go to autopilot, and KITT will talk. You see, that's what it wasn't doing before because I burned the MP3. Normal.
Autopilot.
All right, so there we go. I'm happy that everything works. I just need to get a good microphone so I can connect that instead of the radio. Anywho, hope you like it. So here's another issue. Let me shut this off, right? Here's another problem. Just when I wanted to test that out and drive it around, I walked over here, and lo and behold, I see a big puddle right there. So, and it's almost reddish. That's transmission fluid. So now I gotta jack up the car up and see what happened. Where's the transmission fluid leak? That's a lot of fluid. That's a lot. So I'm not gonna turn on the car. I'm not gonna do anything stupid. Right now is charging the battery. So that's a battery tender. I got a little. I love it. It works perfectly fine, and I got to drive it for like a week when they hooked up the transmission and they fixed the brake proportioning valve. Yeah. Like I tell you, if it's not one thing, it's another. So I think I'm gonna jack up the car in a little bit and see what's up. Talk to you guys until the next time. Bye. All right, I just find out something that you don't even have to program the stuff. It's already comes in. So my favorite, turbo boost. auto roof, eject button, and so all these, it does the sound effects of the show. All right, so now it turned out that leak is coming from the measuring stick, so I gotta tighten up a little bit. All right, hopefully you guys like the car. It's coming together. I think that's it for a little bit. I'm just gonna make a couple more videos of how am I gonna improve this car, but everything is reading right. The time is okay, the RPM is where it's supposed to be, my gas works, so I'm very happy. I'd like to see the, like I said, I love it. Where is the button that does the, there you go. So that one actually reads everything, you know, it tells me what the oil pressure and everything. The car is doing good. I'm gonna check the oil, the transmission fluid, to see how much transmission loss. I think it's not, it doesn't seem that much. It's probably what I had there when I was pouring transmission fluid, making sure that it was okay. All right guys, hopefully you like this video. Until next time.